like जैसे Hello Mini था, Hello Mini 1 था. So what extra efforts in terms of content and in terms of shooting you guys had to do for the season 2?
We had to do everything that you loved in season 1 times 10 for season 2. The thrills are higher, the scares are higher, the love angles are higher, everything is just amped up. So you'll get to see a lot.
Mrinal, what you have to say on it?
बहुत सारा thrill. There's a lot of thrill that's coming your way. Or there are new characters which have been introduced. So it is a lot of exciting stuff, basically.
Okay, so like the year gone by 2020 was not fortunate for many people, right? So आपके लिए 2020 कैसा था, and then how you see this year coming?
2020 wasn't so bad. I was very fortunate to, be living a little far from the city and having a lot of friends around me. And during the lockdown, I actually shot a lot of things. There was something I did on Hotstar. There was this film that came out, 55 kilometers per second. So we shot that during the lockdown. Aarti Kadav ne, remotely she directed that.
Okay.
So
it's been a productive year for you in terms of work.
Very fortunate. Adversity, you can say worked for me, so to say. And I was really able to have a okay time, stay safe and feel good. And very soon we started shooting also, right after September.
Yeah, things are looking up now. Anuja, what you have to say on this?
2020 was eventful. I got engaged, so that was a big thing for me. And then I shot this whole thing for Hello Mini, and then I was wrapped up in another project. So same thing, and it's tough when you're having happy times and you're seeing the world is going through a lot of turmoil. It's like you feel grateful, and you also feel like, my God, somehow I was able to make it out of this year blessed. So I'm just grateful and happy, and I pray for everybody who had a tough time in 2020, because so many people did. And I hope that 2021 is better for everybody.
Yeah, of course, everyone has got a lot of hopes from this year as compared to the last one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so like Hello Mini is a psychological thriller, right? So in terms of content, like audience के mind में changes आए हैं, अभी जो content हम consume कर रहे हैं, तो आपका उस पे क्या कहना है? Like in India, people have now changed their perspective in terms of the content they consume. So what do you have to say on that?
They're more exposed to the content, I think is what you mean. हर तरीके की series अब देखते हैं, everybody subscribe to every OTT, and it's becoming more and more, people are watching more and more every kind of content, different kind of content. So उससे it gives you liberty, it gives you more freedom to tell stories in a more experimental, brave way, add things. So वैसा ही है, season 2 maybe you'll see a lot of new things being incorporated.
Eagerly waiting for this one. I'm eagerly waiting for this one.
Oh, good. I think there's something for everybody, and that's the biggest thing with platforms like MX and OTT. That in my own home, my dad, my mom, my sister, my fiance, my brother, and I are all watching different shows on OTT. Because there's something for everybody. There's something for everybody's interest. So that's such a cool part of what we do, right?
Yeah, that's the one thing is there. So, like what kind of films you prefer watching? What genre of films or series you generally watch? Any specific favorite?
Mrinal, go.
Everything, whatever is interesting. अभी तो ऐसा है कि इतने different genre films. Like there was this film called Get Out last year, Oscar also. So just genre films, there are films you can't even think. अभी वो वाला time नहीं है कि मुझे ये thriller पसंद है, because there'll come a different kind of film which will just blow your mind.
Like you like watching all kinds. Romantic hai, drama hai, crime thriller, something like that.
For me, it's on my mood. If I've gone a long day on set and I've done all heavy scenes with crying and drama, I want to watch a rom-com.
Easy.
If I'm feeling happy and I'm okay, I'll watch like a full-on psychological, some mystery or something like that. Then then I'll watch something
So
like that. So it depends on my mood.
You people have a wish list of like films you like watching or something like that you have?
You know, to be honest, I'm catching up on everything that my fiance has been in. I still haven't finished half of the things that he's. So I feel like if I haven't seen that, then I'm not allowed to go and watch something else. So I'm still like recently finished Tesh. I was like, oh God, if I don't finish this, I'm not allowed to go watch in my queue. I cannot go forward because he's like, you haven't watched my show. Why would you not watch that?
Okay. Mrinal, what do you have to say on this?
Yeah, wish list.
Like
So
wish list.
there is a never-ending wish list. Like there is a list of films. So I just like there's a weird thing I do. I write the films I watch and the films I'm supposed to watch. So obviously, जो नहीं देखी है वो बढ़ रही है और बढ़ती जा रही है. So there's like a list of films that just keeps.
Oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah. So there's just like a lot of films which need to be watched.
Okay. Nice.
Crazy. He's crazy.
These things I should learn from you, Mrinal.
He's crazy.
Like you're saying, इतना सब कुछ है देखने के लिए, you can't catch up.
Yeah, you can't catch up. Time ही नहीं मिल पाता है.
वही.
Yeah.
Okay, so एक आप थोड़ा weird question है मेरा, but try to answer if you can. Like season 1 के लिए, Hello Mini की season 1 के लिए, what's both of you can answer. What's the weird compliment you have got? Weirdest compliment you have got from season 1?
Oh my God, where do I begin? I get weird compliments all the time.
मतलब weirdest, जो सबसे ज़्यादा weird हो.
Somebody wrote in my DMs that I want to stalk you and I'll be your real life stranger and this and that, and I was so creeped out. I was like, oh my God.
Like movie में से?
I know. I was like, thank you, but no thank you.
You know how it is. There are like all kinds of creeps and funny people out there.
Yeah, that's like.
Mrinal, any weird comment you want to share? You got?
Yeah, I don't remember. I can't think of one. But ऐसा ही, अबे तू तो नहीं है stranger. You know? Like that.
Yeah, people are actually thinking that you might be that stranger. Even I have read these things that people are talking like you might be the stranger in the series. Stalking Rivana.
Yeah, exactly.
So ये जो रिवाना एंड डैनी का जो कैरेक्टर है, इससे आप रियल लाइफ में कितना रिलेट कर पाते हो?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, I think season 1 I was much more like Rivana. In my life, I was also in more of that place. New to Mumbai. Rivana was also new to Mumbai. First job. Season 1 was my first job, debut show. So a lot of that was like, I felt so connected to her. Now in season 2, I feel like, you know, in my life as Anuja, I've grown. But there's bits of me that I feel very close to Minnie. The way she loves, the way she works towards, she fights for those who she loves. She's so brave. Those bits I connect with Minnie even today.
Okay. And Mrinal?
What's your question again?
Hello?
Yeah, tell me your question again.
जो आपका कैरेक्टर है ना सीरीज में डैनी का, उससे इन रियलिटी आप कितना रिलेट कर पाते हो? लाइक सिमिलर हो, कितने ज्यादा सिमिलर चीजें आपकी मिलती हो?
So usually थोड़ी सी similarities तो हर कैरेक्टर में होती है, but I don't think Danny is much similar to me in terms of how his life has been. But I think the only relatable factor could be that he's independent, doing things himself, and you know, trying to make a life out of what he has around him in terms of work, people, love. So yeah, you know, that factor could be something which is similar, but yeah.
Okay. So अभी भी like इंडिया में कैसे है कि जो साइकोलॉजिकल थ्रिलर ये जो भी कंसेप्ट हम लेके आ रहे हैं, लोगों में अभी भी ये चीज है ना कि लाइक हॉलीवुड का है तो उनकी टेक्नोलॉजीज, हमारी टेक्नोलॉजीज, there's still somewhere we are lacking today. What you can suggest, like आपको क्या लगता है कि कहाँ अभी भी हम lacking हैं, क्या improvements और हो सकते हैं?
I think lack
somewhere.
I mean, things are changing. Good technicians are coming in. May that be, you know, your graphics. May that be, I mean, anything. Your writers, your cinematographers. a lot of new people now are, you know, getting to do good stuff. तो आ रहा है, better चीजें हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. Like the quality, we make all top class stuff also, you know. So there are people, so वो लोग जैसे जैसे surface करेंगे और वो लोग काम करेंगे तो आपको और देखने को मिलेगा. So it is happening. It is happening.
Yeah.
Anuja, what do you have to say on this?
Same answer. You know, I think that the more that people are giving opportunities to people who are talented and who love to do their job, the more that'll show that there's no divide. Talent is talent. It doesn't matter where you are.
You know, like this OTT space has given rise to, you know, more talented people to come up, more creative freedom. Even directors, new directors are coming. So in a way, it's beneficial, right? What you have to say? OTT, for OTT platform, like introduction of OTT, how it has been for the young aspiring actors. कैसा रहा? मतलब young नए नए लोगों के लिए आना acting में.
You know, I think that it's almost like an open playing ground. You know, there's more liberties that people can take. People are willing to take more risks. Whenever there's a risk, there's a high reward. So people are very creative on OTT. They're not boxed in by maybe certain parameters that they've kept in other platforms, say like feature films or theater or TV. In OTT, it's like it's like so new and exciting. So everybody's just taking risks and it's really paying off because look at what we're seeing. Look at the talent and the shows that are coming out. So I think the proof is in the pudding.
Mrinal?
Absolutely. You know, kudos to channel, you know, platforms like MX Player, you know, to make those kind of shows and make different kind of shows, have good directors coming, your film directors come in, and, you know, all kind of actors. I did another show for MX Player, which was directed by Shad Ali. And had, you know, Gulpanag, Sharman Joshi, Mahesh Manjrekar, Deepthi Naval. So all of these people for MX Player to get together and make this show. And same like Prakash Jha is doing your Ashram.
Yeah.
It just gives you an opportunity to work with the best people.
अच्छा, one thing more I would like to say, like अभी तांडव आई थी, उस पे बहुत controversy हुई, and then people are saying, you know, the kind of language and the kind of stuff they show on OTT should need to be regulated by the government. Like कोई censorship नहीं है, अभी कुछ नहीं है, तो they show anything, you know, to hurt the sentiments of the people, and it's not safe for the children as well. So what do you want to say on that?
I haven't seen Tandav, so I
haven't seen Tandav, but I know that in this is a big topic in general. I think
in general, your views.
Yeah, I think, you know, look, this is my view on it broadly. It's not okay to incite violence or negativity in the masses by glamorizing something negative. Even in our show for Hello Mini, there's all of this going on, but there's also a thread of humanity that we all follow. Minnie, Danny, all of these people who have a good conscience, who know the right from the wrong. We are not saying go out and be dangerous and, you know, all of that. It's all just about follow the narrative in a way that fulfills the story. I think there's a balance. You either, you know, you have to do what matters for your story and fulfill your creativity, and also be responsible. Don't tell children and other people to do things that are detrimental. So there's a balance that we need to strike.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't personally think that, you know, it's necessary to police what we're doing on screen. It's an imaginative art form. It's art. You know, how much can we control? You know, we don't control what people are painting or what they're singing or what they're saying. So, you know, it's a little, we should just find our own balance.
Yeah, absolutely right. Mrinal, your general views like on this.
Extending on that, it should be a balance. You know, one should have the creative freedom to, you know, say what they want, but things should be, you know, well dealt with, you know, aesthetically done, and should be done where it's needed, not just needed for the heck of it, because, you know, life is brutal sometimes. There would be words you don't want to hear, or, you know, there would be visuals you wouldn't want to see, but for some certain kind of stories to be told, you need them to be, you know, incorporated.
And, you know, I want to say one thing also about this, because it's important to me that we it's good we're talking about this, that there, and Mrinal, tell me what you think also. But I think that it's important for people to separate what you're watching and what is real life, you know. And even now, like, I have a large following of young girls who look up to me, and I will tell them as Anuja so many things that, you know, mad from my perspective that maybe is not reflective in Hello Mini, but it's the show and the person. It's important to keep that perspective, that when I watch, if I were to watch a show like Tandav, or when I saw Mirzapur or all these other shows, I know it's in imagined reality, and that's very important when we're doing things on screen.
Yeah, that's very important for the people to understand. Like people, you know, they generally tend to get affected, like hurting the sentiments and all that. In the name of creative freedom, people should also understand, I believe. समझना चाहिए, लोगों को भी समझना चाहिए. But yeah, creative freedom का मतलब ये नहीं है. You were also right. You were saying ना कि unnecessary चीजें नहीं डालनी चाहिए. Aesthetically, things should be presented to people. So that's what I believe in. Creative freedom should be allowed. You know, just because people get offended on, you cannot put a, you know, halt on the things.
Just and if like someone says to me that if something I've shown on screen is offensive, then I say, then you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, that's what.
It's a character. Yeah. It's a character that one has played.
It's a character. We're telling a story.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But
cinema itself, you know, it's a form of storytelling only to people. I think tell stories.
Yeah. But I think movie, that's the magic of, you know, cinema, or just watching things ki normal insan ek baar ke liye sochta hai gabbar hai. You know, surely jo ho rahe hain wo characters real hai. But yes, it's especially today in the times of social media, it's very important for people to understand and separate and understand that it's a separate human being, that part. And, you know, it's not his personal choice to, you know, take the choices the character is making in the show or the series. So yeah, this should come down easy on people.
Yeah. So talking about this, what are your upcoming projects, like planning for a big screen or OTT or something like that next?
I cannot say much, but I'm doing something in the US currently, which will come out very soon, which I'm super excited about. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. And it'll be out very soon. Just have to keep kind of mum about it now, but it'll be out soon, and I can't wait to, once it's out, I'll like scream it about it. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. And Mrinal, what about you on the work front?
So I have already finished shooting for a show which comes out very, very soon. आपको हम शायद फिर से बात करेंगे. That comes out early March, like mid-March, in fact. That's a show for Alt and Z5.
Okay.
The makers of Asur are making it. It's a very, 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 very interesting.
Makers of Asur. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell something about a little bit?
What's a very interesting story. I mean, I can't talk about it.
Not story.
But I'll tell you, it's got Satyadeep Mishra and Priyamani in it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful and a very sensitive topic which revolves around the three of us. I'm very excited about it. I've already shot for it.
Okay, so very soon we'll be meeting again.
Yeah,
hopefully. Okay, so like आपने जो भी शूटिंग किया है, like season 1 से season 2 में अभी तक की सबसे बेस्ट चीज कोई बता दीजिए. कुछ भी इंसिडेंट हो सेट्स पे, या कुछ भी आपने लर्न किया हो, ऐसा कुछ सबसे बेस्ट थिंग what you have taken from the series till now.
I think that I've learned that, you know, I'm a very emotional person inherently. And when I'm shooting, I'm very fragile, especially for a project like Hello Mini. I'm always just like in a very emotional space because of the show, that like it's such a heavy topic, and, you know, I'm giving it my all every day. So there were times that I had a really long day the day before, and I'm maybe exhausted, or maybe I'm trying really hard to do a good job, and I'm feeling like it's not happening. I don't know why. Today I'm feeling overwhelmed. There were times I'd just look at Mrinal and he'd be like, what happened? And I'll just start crying. And he's like, what happened?
Yeah, that happens to most of us.
Yeah.
Even I also do the same thing. Sometimes,
so
you know, just too worked up.
So I think Mrinal, maybe that's not a favorite time for him, but the times that he's like, okay, it's okay.
but
those are my favorite times.
I also get it, because every day you're shooting and it's pretty intense. एक तो आप बंद environment में हो, you know, shooting it during, you know, the COVID times, and then shooting every day and doing those intense scenes and maddening scenes again.
Yeah. And it becomes gloomy also. Like during the lockdown, you know, people were locked up in homes, and you know, sometimes even I used to lock up in a room, separate room, and used to cry. Like it was all very gloomy during the lockdown days.
Yeah, true.
It was. I can understand how you must be feeling that time.
But I really enjoyed it. I had a lot.
But it was amazing. It was, yeah, it was hard, but it was amazing. Like I felt a big victory when we finished. That I've done something really difficult and we've come out on top. So I think I've grown a lot through this. You know, I've grown up a lot also.
Yeah, towards the end, I remember, you know, one would feel here almost we're through. We did this. This is happened because it seemed really far-fetched. जब शुरू किया था 2 महीने shoot करना था और all of this COVID drama जो हो रहा था.
And you know, I would call. I was alone. Obviously, my family was in the US, but I would call my sister Anisha, and I would say, you know, I'm so exhausted, and this is really tough. You know, it's a long, demanding shoot, and she would say, you know, Anuja, just remind yourself, why are you doing this? And I would always say, it's because of all of the people who love this show. I'm doing it for them, because I have to somehow get up and do 200%, because that's going to, you know, MX and this show, and it matters so much to me. So that was my motivation throughout.
People's love, you know, basically.
Yeah.
The audience for the audience. An actor has to do it for the audience.
True. I mean, those are the audiences ultimately are the only people we're serving doing all of this.
Yeah. And like season 1 was very much loved by the people. Okay. So what do you expect for the season 2? The same kind of love?
I think that if people loved season 1, season 2, people are going to go mad. You know, it's an amazing team, MX player, and, you know, we're working with amazing people. I love season 2. Personally, I love what we've done. I'm very excited to show everybody what we've done. And we've really pulled it off.
Yeah, I'm also very intrigued to see how people react to it. It's a lot happening there. So it'll be
Thank you so much for giving me time, and I wish you all the luck for the season 2. And hopefully we'll be meeting again for your success party.
Yes.
Yes.
And you take good care and stay safe, okay?
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much, both of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Thanks, Shrestha. So we're done with your interviews together. Mrinal, my colleague Nikita will be taking you further for your interviews, the solo interviews.
Okay.
And Anuja, I'll be coordinating with you for the rest of your day for your interviews.
Are we on this call still?
Yeah, this is the call. Yes, you stay.
Anuja, you can use this link. Mrinal, I'm sending you the other link for your solo interview.
Yes, I think I have that. We can send that again.
Acha, perfect.
Thank you, Anuja. Bye. Take care. Have a good time. Bye.
You too, love. Bye. Guys, can I get a 2-minute break to just use the loo?
Sure.
Sure.